Alright, what do you say we actually finish taking over the city for realsies this time? So yeah, we're gonna secure the last few zones, and we're gonna explore the outside areas. I will be getting to... I might need to down my headset volume. Oh, a perfect defense. Yeah, that was awfully loud for me. Of course, bombastic is a different word you could use, which it should be, obviously. Yeah, we kept that unlocked, and so yeah, the outside zones are always going to risk increasing the threat again. Yeah, it's a bit premature for Sarge to be planting his flag. We haven't even fully upgraded the towers. We haven't even fully upgraded the factories. I don't know why, but that seems even more important to me, even though we're just rolling in gold and we have nothing to spend it on. Yeah, we have nothing to spend it on. Lockdown or upgrade? I'm thinking upgrade. And I'm thinking we're gonna go for the towers first, so that we have slower danger increase over time. This is like gun, I think, and that's gun, rocket, gun, cannon, and like rocket gun, I think. Not actually listing what I have. Doesn't matter. We're gonna go all cannon on this one. Let's give it all the goodies that we can get by without actually having to really do anything. Tower modification time. Yeah, all cannon for the last zone. Been a while since I've been at this, probably about 2 weeks, so I'm not sure if I still got the groove. Okay, why was that, like, almost brain-dead levels of easy? Did I miss something? You got a shotgun and you're trying to throw something at me. Definitely doesn't have any brains. There's literally no sense for me to be grinding for gold, but it's almost like habitual now. So I can't like not do it. It would just feel wrong not to do it. Alright. Enough horsing around. So we got cannon. Get another cannon. 50 injection. Okay. More cannon. Well, let's actually divide our attention here a little bit, right? Cannon rocket, I think, but of course, again, first all, let's get those mines and those grenades. Cannon first. Rocket just doesn't work, I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Except the shoulder-fired one, because apparently that's almost broken levels of effective. There's the threat. By all means, take your time. What is my move right now? Besides, there's achievements for, like, cracking the crates and blowing up the barrels, so I might as well just do it. Yes. It's only a matter of time before one of these danger zones, or the outside north, decides to just rear its ugly head in my business. Get it done! No, I am not regressing to Larry the Cable Guy. Eat. Kill it like the rest. Yeah. Same spot again? Well, let's hope we get as lucky this time as we did last time. It'd be nice if we could just hold them off constantly. Came to the wrong tower, fools! Oh, I missed one? How? Oh, that... No, legit, how? Must have been a dog that, like, creeped in from the side. Like I said, there should be, like, a little forgiveness in case you missed, like, up to 5 or something, because... Now I gotta do a tower defense at the area just to get it back down to 0. Fine. We're gonna focus on what we were doing first. Cannon. Love quad cannons. Take it into gear, Sarge. They're coming. I don't know what they're gonna do when they get here, because you're basically Doom Guy at this point. Have fun playing with each other. I'm just gonna finish getting a spanner. There we go. Mission complete. Alright. Now we entirely pointlessly upgrade the factories at this point. What were the factories in medieval? I mean, you wouldn't have, like, factories, right? You'd have, like, smithies? I don't know. They had to come up with something, right? Yes, hold the line for me, my puppet. Honestly, I kind of want to play Stubbs the Zombie, be on the opposite side of this, for comedic effect. I don't have the new one, though. I have got the PlayStation 2 one that I got after I played the demo a ways back, because I'm just like, back then I was naive enough to think that, like, where's the fun in playing the zombie? Now, of course, I know better that I honestly prefer to play the monsters. It's so much more interesting. Use you! Danger's just gotten that high there, hasn't it? Oh yeah, quad cannon is the way to go. This is like gun turret nirvana. I have discovered enlightenment! Yeah, again, a dog. It's always the speedy ones. You got rate of fire, you got splash damage, you've got a reasonable amount of damage. Now, if that one pup hadn't made it through, then this would have been a perfect defense. Not that it matters, we haven't actually locked this sector down yet, but still! 100% cannon. Definitely the way to go. Actually, we took a nice big nibble out of that one, didn't we? Still not enough to clear in one cleanup, though. Besides which, there'd just be another attack from the outside north, and we'd be back at it again. Thing there. Yes. Do it. Do it! A sniper rifle and I'd be... Oh! Game detected I was about to talk shit. That must be advanced programming. Where the hell all them come from? All of a sudden, immediately into our lives. You know, possible theory. Maybe Sarge is infected, and that's why he's so, like, god tier. He's like a tyrant from Resident Evil. He's the one who the zombie virus turned into a Superman. What I'm trying to do... That tower is actually trying to get me killed. Oh my god, jumpy freaking... Get out of my face, dog! That Rage at this point is basically just overdrive from Rage 2. I'm still not sure how I feel about that game. Because, like, the upgrade system was crazy complicated. To the extent that I played through, like, 3/4 of the game before I actually figured out how the goddamn upgrade system worked. So I was using, like, basic weapons, because the game does nothing to explain. Which is the same reason I stopped playing Destiny 2, because it's like... you're given all these stats, all these abilities, all this stuff, and it's like... How do you make sense of all of it? What does it all mean? That, and it absorbed a, frankly, vulgar amount of my hard drive space, and took forever to load. Anyone who wants some can come get some if I could actually hit them. Hello. Oh, right, because I haven't actually done a clear area here. Yeah, no, apparently I just get like a 50 cal anti-material sniper rifle, and the zombie apocalypse just ended that day, I guess? Although, I gotta say, it's a good thing Sarge has an unlimited supply of ammunition. Otherwise, it would be bad. Cracking ATMs, even though I'm probably the wealthiest person after the apocalypse. I often like split hairs about that term because I have a tendency to be a bit of a grammarsmith, and I am, by the way, using a gentler term than has usually been used accusatorily in my direction. But yes, I tend to be a bit of a grammarsmith, and it's like, oh, it's the zombie apocalypse, and it's like, well, are there still people? Yes. Well, then it's not the apocalypse. The apocalypse, by definition, is the end of the world, or at least the end of the human race. If there are still people, then it's not the apocalypse. Unfortunately, zombie almost apocalypse, but we pulled through, doesn't sound quite as good. I heard like a boss. Seriously, in an area I cleared? What type are you, anyway? Wow! Want some? That was comically quick and easy. Holy... No! Sarge is just Doom Guy at this point. He's just the Doom Slayer. I half expect there to be some sort of zombie record talking about him scouring the worldly plains looking for the dead. Okay, is that far enough for us to... Yeah, we can just... we can just gun turret it and be done with it. Cannon and rocket isn't bad, because the cannon gives you the kind of suppressive firepower you need, while the rocket gives you that extra oomph. Weirdly, all this zombie talk has me hankering for, like, The Walking Dead and Dawn of the Dead. Not the original, the remake, which is what I originally saw. That is George Romero is no longer with us, I think. Diary of the Dead was actually interesting. I kind of like a zombie work that is self-referential in-universe of zombie fiction. Because, of course, everybody's in denial at the start of that, like, it can't be the zombie apocalypse, that's the sort of thing that happens in movies, it can't be real, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, we're in the middle of the zombie apocalypse, sorry kids. That's the only way I could think of, like, the zombie apocalypse could sneak up on, like, humanity, is the fact that people just, they deny it at first, like, this has to be bullshit. Believe it or not, the government actually has a zombie disaster plan, although it's done not in the interest of protection in the event of an actual zombie apocalypse, so much as, like, a worst-case scenario disaster plan. Because apart from, like, a nuke going off, the zombie apocalypse is about as, you know, bad as it could probably get. Yeah, everybody attack the one that'll explode when he's attacked. That body armor you're wearing? Somehow I don't think it's going to help. I mean, because I was thinking about that recently with, like, the Terminator, and, you know, a sort of Zoomer's approach to the logic there, like, well, guns don't work, rifles don't work, automatic weapons don't work, why don't they just hit it with something harder? Like, where's the rocket launchers and stuff? And it's like, you know, the Terminator was going for a kind of realistic world, and the thing is, police and so forth don't just have rocket launchers stashed in a cupboard somewhere. Besides which, the whole point of, like, okay, so the Terminator is like a humanoid tank. However, it looks human, and the thing is that when anybody says that, oh yeah, there's this robot from the future that's coming to kill us all, you know, in a logical universe, you're not inclined necessarily to believe that person because it sounds crazy. So naturally, the cops are not going to be like, oh, we gotta call the army and have them get rocket launchers because there's a murder robot from the future coming to kill this woman. But it's sort of, because I've, like, recently gone through all of the, like, big fight moments in all the Terminator films, because I was reminded of the fact that, like, in the first one, there was no CGI. That was all done with practical effects and, you know, miniature work. So there was effect photography, but there was no computer-generated imagery. Because I noted that, like, okay, so, sure, the puppet Terminator's kind of jank, because it is a puppet. That's kind of unavoidable. And the stop-motion Terminator is not exactly graceful either. However, it still all works, right? And it looks real, whereas you look at, like, the new CGI Terminators, and it's like, you can clearly tell that was made in a computer. Because it was. I mean, naturally. But it's still, like, real. Because I think it was Jim Cameron or Stan Winston, because I'm, like, that nerdy. I watch, like, the making of and listen to the commentaries. And they made them mention that, like, ultimately, like, practical effects is actually super low-tech, because the most low-tech thing in, like, filmmaking is just to make it real, because if you've done that, you're not creating an effect, you're just filming something that's there. I don't know how I went on this tangent. I don't know, you're just getting, like, a weird slice of my life in terms of, like, the entertainment that I'm watching at this moment. Not right at this moment. Little without a paddle reference there. Not right now, you know? God, even that's a dated reference. That's how you know you're getting old, when, you know, somebody in their teens or their 20s, you mention something and just like, who? What? And you forget that that was a very, very long time ago.